Hello, you lovely lots. We're back once again, ECS Season 6. We've just done Europe, and now it's time for North America. And that's quite fitting, considering we're bringing this broadcast live and direct from Santa Monica, California. It's beautiful here. My name is Henry G, and usually I have two other gentlemen with me, but for now, I'm just going to have the one. It's going to be DDK. We're missing a partner in crime, Dan. Where has he gone?
Done away with him. Finally.
That's it. The axe took him, was that?
Yeah,
So you're insinuating?
I lost it, and he's gone now.
He's gone.
It's you and me, Henry.
Oh, cool. Locked in the room with the axe. Yeah, brilliant. That's going to be fun. Let's talk about the show today, shall we? We've got social media stuff to bring up, and that's normally your responsibility, Dan. So why don't you take that away and tell us how they can get involved in the show?
If you guys think the show will be better without James, at least for this moment, let us know at ECS, hashtag ECSS6. Also season 6, because that's how many seasons of ECS there's been. So much Counter-Strike, it's crazy. If you want to get involved in the discussion, hit us up. And I mean, Henry's been starved of some tweets. He's hungry for some action on the Twitter.
Yeah, send me some tweets. We also have the finals coming up in November. It's going to be over Thanksgiving weekend, 22nd to 25th of November. You can be there in Arlington, Texas at the Esports Stadium. It'll be the first ever event run in that particular building. Whether that's a good thing, we'll find out, Dan. Hopefully it's going to be an amazing thing. But you never know. Makes it exciting nonetheless. And we also have a chance for you to win some FACEIT points just by watching. No effort required. All you have to do is hit that Get Loot button beneath the window right now. And that won't get you the points straight away, but it'll make you eligible for them. You're going to hook up your FACEIT account to the broadcast itself via YouTube. And at that point, when we give up drops, which is what, like every half an hour or something like that,
all the time,
you might be with a chance. We give away a lot. We've given over 1 million points this season already. So definitely get stuck in there. Let's have a look at the teams we'll be playing in the North American division. Here's the leaderboard of all the teams that are currently fighting in this part of the world. You're going to see Liquid, Cloud9, Rogue, EUnited, MIBR, the Brazilian Sensations. Same story for Luminosity, Space Station, formerly known as Azio, Renegades, Complexity, and NRG. And those three at the bottom have returned from Starladder now, Dan. So we're going to start seeing more and more of their games creep in. It's about time, as we've had a lot of action so far. But let's look at the games that will be played today. I can tell you we've got MIBR versus EUnited. We're playing Cash and Mirage. And then MIBR again. It's a bit of a Brazilian barbecue once again, as we'll be playing against Luminosity down Train and Overpass. So EUnited down. Let's start with them, as they're a team that have impressed and turned heads recently. I think we should focus more on them because we always talk about MIBR every tournament. EUnited maybe not so much. Now, they're a team that's been heralded to have great teamwork and some great individuals as well. We've actually seen them take a couple of map wins as Bardov returns. What do you think about EUnited that's made them so exciting to watch recently?
I think, it's just a case that they have a good structure within their team. They don't necessarily have any super crazy standout stars. Like when we look at, Azio now Space Station, you look at a guy like Infinite and maybe Grim and so on, you think, oh wow, they got some crazy firepower that really accents their team. But with EUnited, it's more of a complete team effort. They have good strategy, good tactics. They understand how to play Counter-Strike at a high level, which is really, really cool to see. And I'm hoping as they get more experience, that individual skill, that firepower will start to be unlocked, and they can give any team a run for their money.
I left for 2 minutes and you took the axe out of the table.
Well,
he said, well, Daddy's not home, so I get to play with the toys now. Were his words. Jesus, don't do that.
It didn't work.
No, definitely didn't work.
They're literally killing me.
So let's continue down that thread. EUnited have looked like a pretty stunning team in terms of, sure, they haven't got plenty of wins on the board, but they've made things competitive. They've managed to look like they have strategies, executions, individuals that can keep up with some of the world's best. James, I know you've been a fan of EUnited for a while.
I am.
You seem to be excited for the prospect of them. Against MIBR, I feel like they'll be outshone purely down to the individual skill of MIBR. I don't think they'll get much wiggle room. That's in my opinion. What do you think?
I know MIBR like to play the slow rounds on the T side. Bear with me a second. Okay, they like to play the slow rounds on the T side. And if they play that fashion, I do wonder how it will work out. If it will cause EUnited to make mistakes, to be overly aggressive.
Sure.
Or if it will play into EUnited's favour. So I'm really not sure which way that will go. So, oh yeah, there's my pup.
Well, so, it will be, there you go. It's going to be Cash to kick things off. A bit of a North American classic. We haven't seen anything at all in the European sector. It's interesting that this keeps creeping in North American
I think that's the perfect map.
Yeah?
to see how EUnited react to MIBR's T side if they are doing their traditional.
Take a moment,
I'm not
there,
talking
please.
anymore.
Yeah, I don't want to take a moment.
It's a really good choice, I think, of map. I think this might be the map that could give us the best possible game, because we've seen that EUnited have been really confident on it. They understand the theory behind it really well, especially on that CT side, how to take aggressions when you have to take aggressions, because you have to be proactive. And MIBR, you know, historically, they were never that great on cash. It was sometimes a bit of a struggle. That said, obviously with Stewie and Tarek, you would imagine that perhaps, you know, players that find a lot of affinity for the map, they would definitely have a bolstered strength here. So looking forward to seeing that clash of a team that can surprise versus a team that should have the firepower advantage.
Well, there we go. I think that's a good way to put it. Like MIBR, however you want to put it, they are going to be the favourites going into this one. EUnited is up to them to deliver. There's been some days where they haven't turned up at all, and some of them have looked glorious. I hope it's the latter, because they can be quite stunning to play against. Damn, will you stop buggering around with that axe? That's the end of it now. Sorry?
Didn't want to hold it anymore. Didn't want to break the table.
Sick of it. Yeah. Well, it will be back, I'm sure, in position by tomorrow. I'm not sure we can do anything about it right now. Cash and Mirage, MIBR, EUnited. I've got MIBR all day long. Let's just talk about their current complexion and what the team's looking like. They've been doing reasonably well at events recently. They obviously got top 4 at the major and looking to get some more trophies under their belt, I would say, at this point, because they won one event, I think, was in Asia. That was like the Zotac Masters, I think they won. But that's about it. They've had some pretty decent finishes, though. It's definitely an upward trajectory instead of like stagnating like they were last year. Do you feel like there's more to come from MIBR, or is this where they belong, like sort of top 4?
I think there's absolutely more to come from MIBR. I think once they don't have to, once they've played enough on each map with each other in their permanent long-term positions to the point where they don't have to think about certain things, which should come naturally to a team with more longevity into it.
Yeah.
Then that allows them to focus on the kind of the general synergy that takes them over the line to top flight Counter-Strike. So absolutely, I think there's more to come from MIBR.
What do you like about MIBR right now, Dan? What are their keys to victory?
I got to say, for me, with something that's always a bit special is Fallen, because the kinds of plays that he makes are unique. And at the very, very top level, I mean, I think he's just etched himself, you know, like he will never be forgotten for the kinds of things that he can do that no one else can do. Like this crazy, like putting yourself in a position to kill 3 people really close with no scopes as a calculated move, which he's confident that is a play that makes a lot of sense. But to the majority of people, you'd never touch that. But Fallen can make it work all the time.
I absolutely agree, and I feel we're seeing a lot more of it recently as well. Obviously, he's had a lot of pressure relieved with Yanko coming to the system. Before, Fallen was essentially the in-game leader, the sniper, and the coach, and the analyst, trying to do everything and trying to keep a sinking ship afloat, essentially. Yanko's been brought in, obviously does a lot more with the theory work. He works with the team and makes sure they're disciplined at this point. It's something I don't think they've ever really had since maybe Zeus was there, since their heyday. And it seems like Fallen's actually getting back into the swing of things. He actually looks like a world-class AWPer again. He's making those huge shots and high-impact plays. And I think that is, a lot of the team is celebrating Yanko's influence on the squad in general, saying that he does come in and whips them into shape and makes sure they're not buggering around behind the scenes and not playing other games and stuff. He makes sure they stay to a rigid schedule, which is really cool to see. And I feel like they're putting in hard work as well. They've definitely not been resting on their laurels. They've been grinding it out. They've been boot camping. They want to be champions again. And I don't think we'll be necessarily seeing it this year, but I think they'll be in contention for #1 in the world next year, perhaps. I think they need a few months of just getting the experience together with the new squad. Obviously, 2 North American players in there now. It's still the first year that most of these players are speaking English in a Counter-Strike team for the first time, right? So it's going to take time. It's definitely a marathon, not a sprint with those guys. But the way it's going right now, it looks promising, right? Like everything seems like it's kind of on course. They're not amazingly overshooting, but they're not looking disappointing either.
Looks good.
Yeah.
It's good too, because it's one thing that is difficult sometimes, and maybe this plays into why Skadoodle decided to step back for now, is you can't really be at the professional level unless you have the requisite level of hunger to be #1. That you have to have that, otherwise it's just hang up your hat right now. And so I think those the slump, the bad results and so on is really going to be firing up players, especially like Tarek and Stewie, who haven't achieved as much as the Brazilian core, but in general for the entire team and their identity as Counter-Strike players. I think right now they're so fired up and their hunger is at close to a peak, hopefully. So I wouldn't even be surprised to see some big results in the next few months myself.
Let's talk about the AWPers for a second. We mentioned Fallen for a while, but we've got Ace on the other side for EUnited, a player who has been getting a lot of attention recently because of this league, essentially. Can you tell me about his playstyle a little bit? What's so exciting about him?
I think he's able to be battle sniper. I think he's kind of a hybrid in that sense. He can be your kind of laid back Skadoodle-esque, but he can also, he has the extra gear where he can get aggressive, and he's really good in the clutch as well, in the close range situations. He's very dynamic and active, and I think that is a great credit to his team.
Sounds a lot like Fallen. So there we go. Let's see what he can do. It will be quite the battle here on Cash. CTs are, of course, EUnited. They've got 1 smoke, 1 diffuse kit, and that's a great shot from the aforementioned Ace. 1 bullet, all it takes down Fur.
Pretty clean haircut as well.
Yeah.
Does +2 damage on AWP. Well, Fur's been taken away. Fallen is the grenade man, so they won't want him to drop, because only 1 grenade will drop on his body. He's carrying 2 grenades. Molotov to forklift. Can't imagine he's smoking quad with no flash through it. Well, there go the grenades.
Wow.
Fallen taken out. I guess they were post-plant grenades. He was jumping out as well. He was like the bait in that situation. But the bomb will go down. So maybe the smoke was for between the box and this truck wall. But there will be no smoke. Not yet.
Absolutely not. Well, up to Moose. He'll be coming, barreling in from the A main entrance, but it's still Tarek, though. Nothing can be done. And that's quite the clean round. It's quite nice that we caught out Ace at the very beginning, and he gets the cleanest of headshots right at the beginning there. Not bad at all. Funnels him towards A, gets his second towards Squeaky Door. Bomb planted, though, Dan. So we are on the new patch, remember. So they are going to get the extra money plus the bomb plant. And do we feel like that's going to change things at all? Do you feel like maybe more teams will be inclined to force buy in the second round now with the bomb planted?
Yeah, I think it's map dependent, and you can see here that it even makes this sort of just 1 AK buy also very powerful, because that AK can do huge amounts of damage, put in the right place. You don't necessarily need 5 AKs in the following round. That's fine to have 1 go into CZ and just have nades, depending on the strategy. So lots of potential for damage here. They just have to find the spot to get Tarek in for it. He's on the boost at the moment, and he will drop into mid, trying to take the fights here, but it's not going to be too easy. Nace will take him down. So it's this plan has not worked out well for MIBR, and well, maybe I spoke too soon.
It's a gun to be collected. No oh wait, there's a flashbang now for Fallen. So perhaps there is a way into a bomb site, a way into a position to get more kills. Ace, of course, has to be very careful with all of 8 HP. So this could collapse for EUnited. Ace will be at the back of A, holding an off angle. Playing as safe as possible, while still keeping an eye on things. There we go. Some taps with a deagle. Spotting 2 players, sitting them to 1. Seen the last 2 players now, but it's cost him his life. Now what do they do? The T's moving towards the A bomb site. Ace has put himself into the squeaky position, but he's closed the door behind him. Again, trying to play as safe as possible, but how does he activate for a retake with only 8 HP?
Slow creep. 20 seconds, that's a problem. Radix will chip away even more at them now, and again, the lack of Kevlar really sucks. Radix extended duel there, can't quite catch the kill, but there comes the plant, and Ace can deny it. No, they get a plant down, that's pretty huge, and with 2 kills, it's not actually a bad shout.
They didn't actually force buy in that round as well. They got the single AK for Tarek, and they got the bomb down again here. They've got a pretty decent buy into the next round, actually. So I'm sure that will be coming out. So you can see there's lots of cash flying around there. As we'll get into the next round, they're certainly going to buy up into it. 2-0, EUnited now to be tested. Both rounds with the plants means we'll have maybe even 5 AKs here. We'll have a look as to the final buy. An AWP's out? That's kind of insane. You can get that.
Yeah.
So there you go. Pretty much full gun round to kick things off. Ace has got one as well.
Yeah, straight into the action, round 3, not even round 4. 2 warps, that's nuts, isn't it? We'll have to see if MIBR can convert. Makes it life really tough for the CTs to get that economy going, and that's a great nade. Good timing. 130, or just before. Gotta be so careful, the AWP out there from falling.
Soon my video of the space station execute into the Cash B bomb site will be on YouTube. Probably after this game, actually, which is relevant. Even if you don't do the execute, there are some interesting grenades.
Sure.
They smoke both entrances to isolate any players in checkers and focus on the B-bomb, so it's pretty cool. The door has been left open, a door of opportunity for Dazzle, but will Stewie assume this is clear? Not necessarily. He's dead though. Zed's dead, baby. 4 on 4 as the T's move towards the A site. Dazzle will remain in checkers. You would expect him to leave. Surely they'll never expect this.
We will see. Skylar pushing in towards the mid-warehouse there. 30 seconds remaining. MIBR looking to post their first round. Fur could be out of luck here. Skylar's going to check it. Not even go over the insta-kill. Is he going to try and stab him here?
Oh, do it.
That's going to scare him to death as the bomb is planted. They've done such a great job here. Relics gets 3. And now it's left Tarek in an impossible situation. The 4 versus 1. What a flank that was. Fur just didn't see it coming. Tarek might be able to get 1 here, maybe even 2, but the flashbang is too much. And that's going to be 3-0. EUnited finding a double orb setup as well. We've got a game on our hands, James, it seems.
Seemed no one had a gun there towards that car position. But EUnited, they survived the first test. Great play from Relics. Great play. He's a handsome man, Relics. His man face will be a smoke show, Henry.
His man face?
Yeah, he's got some growing to do.
Okay.
So his man face.
Sure, I see what you mean.
He's a grown
Once he
man.
grows into a man.
He'll have like that kind of... I see a superhero chin in there somewhere.
Well, 3-0. That's pretty amazing play, as you pointed out. Well, it's just guaranteed the fact that the T's can't even react. If he gets that quick kill, then runs in towards A main, they're going to have no chance to react. I'm not even sure Fur was aware of where it came from.
This is what I like about EUnited. I feel like a lot of teams at their level would give MIBR too much respect and kind of lose automatically because of that, but they're comfortable within their own skin, and this is the kind of battle sniping I'm talking about from Ace, unable to get the 3rd kill, but he's done enough damage, or has he? Time will tell. Skylar with a nice spray there. Easy 2k for him. Makes it look like he's playing amateurs. 3 versus 1 as Stewie desperately tries to get the bomb. Now has come off it again. And EUnited are all over MIBR.
They are destroying them. No bomb planted there. Lost bonus racking up though. There's the harsher buys required. And you're right, Ace certainly working in the realms of a combat author there, and Relics continues his good form. That's 5 kills in 2 rounds from him.
I wouldn't have been remotely surprised if Ace got that shotgun kill, the 3rd one as well. I think more than half the time you will get that. And now Fallen is on a scout and the remainder are on pistols. So the key here for MIBR, excuse me, the key here for EUnited, one of the keys is to not get repeatedly tagged by the scout, but to take him out. Some good maiming there. Scout's good for what, 75 damage now?
Yeah.
73 for Ace. Wow, that's more than 75 from Fallen. That's a reasonably slow peak on top of the spool, so not surprised Fallen gets a headshot there. And now things are starting to fall to pieces. So what I was going to say is if the scout gets a tag, you better make sure you deliver the kill. But that might be too little too late. Once again though, players on the boost getting taken out by aggressive CTs. So that's a lot of information for EUnited. Now what do MIBR choose to do?
Fur, if he gets this kill, they've really got a stranglehold on the CT defense. It will be a Dazzle and Moose to defend here. Moose to potentially go down first. Too many players in front of him, I'm afraid. They can just focus him together. This could be important though. Surely could be peppered down. And there will be a 3 versus 1 Dazzle coming from B storage, but no bomb planted just yet. That's going to go down right now. He has a very small chance of doing this, considering he has utility. Spots 1, not sure if he did while he was blind, and presumably gets dropped here. Cold Zero will find the first round for MIBR. It's Fallen and Tarek that open things up there with the Scout in a deagle sequence towards middle and the vents. At that point, 5 versus 3, they're able to just win out the round of a nice push towards the CT spawn area from Fur. 4-1, a lot of work to do though. EUnited still can somewhat buy. They have 2 MP9s, a CZ, an AWP and an M4, so everyone fully invested. But this is breaking point now. MIBR have a huge advantage going into round number 6 here.
Stewie going towards the squeaky position. Looking for aggression, MIBR at the beginning of this round. Angles being held. That scope will be heard by Relics, who's just over the other side of the wall. so we can tell his team. There is a sniper looking in main. Probably. Could be on the boost as well, but do kind of get enough sound cue, directional sound to know which one it is. Relics going for the super awkward angle under the boost. Stewie has taken Dazzle down. So far so good. That's going to activate more aggression from Relics, but that's one issue. Going close to the corner like that, you're always going to be seen by the other player first. So if you can go around the corner wide, you have a better chance. Ace dancing around. Lovely flick from him. Moving through the smoke now. Moose. A laboured spray, but he'll eventually get there. Now where is the bomb headed? Towards the B bomb site. Dapper is here on his own. With an MP9. Some flashes from a teammate, which come too soon, in fact. And now maybe Dapper has revealed his position, but he has cover from Moose.
The MP9 really is in trouble here. Dapper needs to be baited in by Moose, so they're trying to establish the crossfire right now. Flashbang to go in, and they will face off that, but it's still looking so difficult for them. But the good news is no smoke towards CT spawn just yet, and there will be a guaranteed kill from Moose. He can pull this one back, gets the dink. Dapper will convert it, and now Fallen has to fire off the shot. He's running out of time in the 2 versus 1. It will be EUnited to answer back straight away with almost no weaponry. The M4, the AWP, 2 pistols, an MP9, and somehow they win the round against MIBR. It's
You
all
like that?
shut down.
You like that, Henry?
Loved it.
How about that? This is going to be a big round because after the buy, both teams have got no cash in the hole. So someone is going to Eco Town. MIBR could this be a fast round towards the B bomb site perhaps? AWP taking the angle, all their B grenades. They've got some overwhelming numbers towards B. If they can just outmaneuver the CT side who are playing retake, they may just take this for free, but first they've got to get some kills. A man down now. Almost a double peek. Dapper can't get away. Peek too deep.
Yeah, it was a bit ambitious, wasn't it? And maybe with that kill, shutting down the flank, you start to think that EUnited need to go for the save here, because it gets much, much, much harder at this point. You don't have that initial flank creating space for you. Instead, you know, Fallen still with an AWP just roaming around. You have no idea where he is. And so much time has gone already. So just playing the containment game here, trying to make sure that MIBR lose as much as possible through their chosen exit path. Will it be CT? Will it be B storage? Will it be T spawn? That's where Dazzle's in charge of. Look at him, the loaf man.
The loaf man.
Looking to dispense the loaf.
Back and forth we go. But EUnited have saved a lot. This is a pretty dangerous EUnited with these 2 AWPs and the M4 of Dazzle. Could drop an MP9 once again. Let's see how they spread the wealth. They don't really have all the money in the world. So let's have a look. Because you want some more grenades as well. So the question is, do you go down to the CZ to afford some grenades? Or will the MP9 suffice?
It's going to have to at this point.
Bosh.
Grenades towards the white box. Nobody there on this occasion, but we saw damage done earlier. Followed up by a nice headshot from the scout. Dogzero breaking open the window towards B. So grenades can be executed at any point during this now. So we've got, I believe we have Luminosity coming up later.
Against MIBR.
Yeah. I was watching a demo the other day, and Yale had some kind of lineup from inside Squeaky towards the forklift position. Oh dear. Not the first time he's been picked off by Stewie. Surely knows he can't stand in that position.
So the A bomb site is going soon to be under attack, and it's going to be very difficult to hold this. They have Ace in a very aggressive position on the AWP at the moment, falling back now towards a highway check, but that's really too many points perhaps to have to worry about it once, so he will reposition once again. And in come the grenades now from MIBR as they look to push this A bomb site. They have plenty of time here, 30 seconds to go to get the bomb down. As we see a quick pop flash being thrown by Relics, he will go for the push and he'll be met by Fur. Things not going too well here. Ace can't find himself a quick frag either. Perhaps it's too much to ask at this point and the save is being called. That was very difficult, wasn't it?
If you consider MIBR had a player on the box to jump on top of the site, and then everything stopped and they just waited. and they make it all the way through A with 5 players alive. United trying to position, to reposition, to position, but absolutely outmaneuvered by MIBR. Even with the closing of the door, the Molotov, the counter flashes.
Henry, I have a question for you.
Is it a sensible question?
Not really, no.
Okay.
So if you were like one of the players on the server,
okay,
right, which one would you be? Which player would most similarly match your playstyle and tendencies?
I don't know enough about the EUnited guys to really comment. I only know much about Ace.
It's not the easiest game for this question.
No, it's really not. I don't really have much of a sample size. None of them. I guess if I had to pick one, maybe Tarek.
He'd be
That's
Yanko because his ass is retired.
Yeah, it's really not the right team for me. Like too many wild cards, too many aggressive players. That wasn't really my thing.
Okay, we'll try this again
bad
later.
questions, Capadia.
We'll try this again, not today.
We'll do it, yeah. No, in the EU games, there'll be more tendencies that are similar.
Yeah.
So maybe I could do it there.
Okay, well, it's going to be a burst on A for both teams.
Oh dear. Well, looks like MIBR waking up, boys. EUnited's honeymoon period is coming to an end. Dapper might be able to do something with this. Nice shot to take down Stu. Has to find another one of those, though. It's ambitious with the quick scope. And Moose now with MP9 in hand will have to just walk towards the side. Probably gets one kill. Not quite. Fallen takes him down. No problem at all.
Fallen style.
Probably would have made sense for the MP9 to go through the smoke rather than the AWP, if anyone, but it is what it is. Gamble situation. Gambles were taken. And as usual, gambles didn't pay off.
During the kill feed, when an AWP gets a kill, if you get a no-scope, I think there should be a little icon to show it's a no-scope, or a quick scope with something a bit different.
That would be cool. A no-scope would be nice.
Just so we know, it comes up. Instead of going, oh, I was waiting for the replay, if it comes up, we go, oh, he's no-scoped then. We just know straight away.
Oh, no. Oh, is he fine? No, he is fine. He's fine. Fur is fine. Nice shot from Ace. Almost doubles it up. Cold waiting. Making sure that no one can sneak through. Well, that really ruins things for Dapper, doesn't it? Gotta run away. To the site with you. It's just like a...
If we had a counter for erroneously thrown grenades today, it would be pretty damn high. So, Dazzle, will it be from the front or will it be from the back? It's one way or another, he is surely going down. From the front! At least it was an execution stop. 5-5. MIBR catch up, and now you wonder if they have the number of their opponent. Does Chewy go for a one-tap towards the white box position with his spawn?
Could do it.
I mean, you could throw him the AWP as well, in fairness. Let's have a look.
He'll still do it with the AK. Loves it. Not going to go there.
He's got something to be.
Got something. He's always squeaky door. He loves getting that spam kill as well. He's very good at that. CT is not going to be challenging squeaky door necessarily this round. But Dapper looking to open things up towards B. Probably pushes forward in that smoke and successfully does it. So did Dazzle at squeaky door. The aforementioned Stewie gets destroyed. It will be a 5-on-3 as quick as that.
As quick as you like.
He got super meat boyed. Fragged straight into the saw. Crimson everywhere. Tarek making inroads towards the A site, trying to find a way to get his team back in the game. It's a solid smoke, which does compromise the... Oh, never mind. That is something to... I can mention, actually. We've got a second. You have to be very, very, very particular with your smoke on short. Otherwise, it either leaves a gap near barrels or sometimes even a one-way, as evidenced by that kill. Has to be absolutely precise. Now we're on a 5 versus 2. One player spotted towards default. Dapper's still on fire. Could drop to headshot if he wanted to, but he'll deliver headshots instead. And now, they can't go into this without killing anybody, MIBR. They'll get one at the very least. It's a lot of money for EUnited. And again, just no fear in the play. You can't play scared versus what is on paper a better opponent. Playing not to lose will encourage that behavior. Will make you lose anyway.
Yeah, it definitely does. A lot of teams, it's a weird psychological thing. When you're doing so well, then you get close to winning, your mentality can change.
It's like the England football team. We got one. We got a goal, lads.
Yeah. Everyone hold back.
Let's just, yeah.
Park the bus now.
Let's save it for the last 10.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it will be an A-side approach from MIBR. All 5 players on this side of the map. Relics and Dazzle, though, have been decent so far. No ace in the equation, but he is rotating through. Dazzle to be challenged first. The flashbang a little bit too effective, and nothing but MIBR kills here. It will be Relics to pull one back. I don't think that's good enough to give them a chance here in the round. Ace will be dropped, and a very efficient execution there from MIBR. You can see the smokes down, the good timings, the pincer. Everything was pretty much spot on, and they will tie things up. And I'm presuming that's going to be money pretty much destroyed for EUnited. They might be able to get one buy if they can save this orb, which is looking likely.
Well, it's Fallen creeping around, so ooh, he misses. Aggressive, staying out there, gets the kill, but he's trying to save, so oh, hello, there goes the knife. That's not optimal, and indeed the money is a bit atrocious. They may decide to go for a full save here, maybe buy a couple PT50s. Indeed, so very, very light investment. But MIBR pulling things back.
Back on pistols, the EUnited. Good score for both sides, I think it's fair to say, at this point in the half. 3 rounds remain. I like how simple that round was. It's really awesome to see. And I think we are seeing a different MIBR.
Ooh,
very nice from Fur. I think a lot of old T rounds, they would basically like do nothing in the first 45 seconds. I don't mean that as a criticism, it would literally be, boys, do nothing. Sin out all the grenades and so on and so forth. But perhaps we're seeing a more dynamic MIBR.
looking more comfortable now. Let's see what happens here. Ooh. Dazzle managing to pull one back. Just one player remaining here. Ace, down he goes. It will be 7-6. EUnited losing their lead now. They've only won a single round in the last 5. So not looking too good, to be honest, in that respect. They had a flying start. They were up 5-1. It's all started to fall apart since then. Double orb setup coming out once more. Dapper and Ace. Ace with 11 kills. Had some great rounds. But Fallen starting to wake up now. We'll see whether he can keep himself relevant on the map.
Really fast take in middle. Very quick indeed. Relics by the sandbags. No one to distract for Relics, but no one's looking either. This could be a huge exchange here. A double kill, surely. There's the first one. Oh, doesn't go for the white peak, and there's not even turning around. Tarek seems completely unaware as to where that was coming from. And now down to Cold and Fallen as they try to bust open the A site, and at least Cold can get one. What can Fallen do?
Ooh, surely not. Where it does a play, that's a question for EUnited. Some spray through the door. Got to be careful though, because he can answer back. He's going to have the angle. Ace, surely. Oh, surely he sees it. Oh, that's going to be interesting. There goes Cold. There goes the bomb, and of course Fallen gets one through the door. Battle sniper, but the battle is over. They can still win the war, however. That was an interesting situation in the short area. I wonder if the comms maybe drowned out their gunfire. I know Fur had some ear issues. I don't know if that translates into hearing issues. But Tareknot's turnaround was very interesting. Maybe distracted by something else.
Maybe even Fur, yeah, thought that he was being shot from sight or something like that. Sometimes it happens, you sort of mess up the guess completely. I'm just saying it's hard to know. They really like this A bomb site MIBR.
They need to learn the Mihu pop flash. Forklift, oh dear, Dazzle taken out. Forced away is Relics, and that's pretty much the last round of the first half, I think it's fair to say. 7 rounds for United, most likely 8 for MIBR. Even more likely now, Dapper's completely blind. Insta-trade from Stewie, and there it is, 8 for MIBR, 1 round lead moving into the second half.
Well then, 5-1 down, bringing it to 8-7 in their favor. 14 kills for Fur. He is looking pretty unbelievable in terms of his individual skill right now, especially in his last few rounds. Every duel he took, it seems like he was finding the headshot in about 0.1 of a second. We'll see whether EUnited have been on a good show so far, can keep it going. They need this pistol, I would say, to stand a chance here against MIBR. Ace, he's got the good spawn. He only has the Glock, though. Not really worth challenging towards the mid-area or just that. Get the PT-50, maybe. He'll go towards A main along with 4 of his teammates, so they'll heavily commit towards this side of the map. They have 1 smoke, presumably for highway or on the left-hand side of the bomb site. They'll flash in, try and get the plant down. It's going to be Relics with the smoke. That's going to go in front of highway just by the forklift. Flash in, hope for the best, and off we go.
Another flash for the sights. There it is. Stewie avoids it though. And Stewie's dead. Dying upside down. Fur on the corner. Bomb not getting planted just yet. Falling by the forklift is going to be a problem, and that's allowing the CTs to charge in. However, the numbers game working out for the T's on the site. 3 versus 4 though, this could change very quickly indeed. 1 car, 1 short, 1 forklift for the CTs. There is a player in main, so the crossfire, these players, their rear is covered for now. Tarek running out, but they've just putting the numbers in the right place. They can focus on that side of the site together, as long as the main guy holds the off angle so he doesn't go down by mistake. They can all just concentrate the bullets to the site itself, and it works out for them.
EUnited with both pistol victories. They managed to convert the first one to a 4-0, make it a 5-1 lead. And let's see if they can do the same here again. Remember, new patch here. If you lose the pistol in the current patch, you get $1,900 loss bonus in the second round, as opposed to $1,400. It gives you a few more options for the third. So we'll see whether this will happen again. Will MIBR purchase next round? I assume they will. Right now, we're United with 2 Galils, 2 AKs, and a MAC-10. Pretty much perfect for this sort of round. And a bit of a beast stack here from the Brazilians here. 2 in the top right of the side there, and B, 1 a headshot. That's a naughty angle, isn't it?
That's cool.
It's well cheeky.
That is disgusting.
But I do like how we see the action more quickly. You know, if, again, like you don't have the situation where you have to force buy because you have double eco anyway. Double eco is not really necessary now. Single eco, as we're seeing here.
Well, I still want to see what kind of buy they have in the next round. Assuming they lose this, in terms of what weapons they choose. Because if you buy M4s, you're not going to have all the grenades in the world. So it's still not an ideal situation, in my opinion. But early days, I'm curious to see how teams approach it. Fallen. Not going to die on that particular hill. No greener pastures that awaits him. Spotted 1 player. I do not believe he saw the bomb. Being carried by AKing Dapper. It was a MAC-10 firing. But it seems that MIBR are moving into the right position. No Molotovs for the T side, pure run and gun, and Relics will do exactly that, clearing out the A site, leaving only 2 pistoling players remaining. Cold Zero abusing the headshot position, getting something out of it. PT-50 is now paid for itself. But it's taken a lot away from EUnited. Now Cold Zero still doing damage, but eventually will get taken care of. So, they didn't get much from that MIBR. Again, PT-50 paid for itself, and now we can see what kind of weaponry they will have. So if you buy an M4, you get a smoke. If you're Fur, Stewie gets a smoke and 2 flashes. So again, this is why this is still interesting to me. I mean, some have opted for... some have to buy helmets because of the SMGs that are often, maybe not on cash, but on an Inferno, for example, you're probably going to see an SMG in this round from the T side. That was in the previous round. So some people will buy helmets, leaves them with not many grenades.
Well then. First gun round, I suppose. Will be EUnited with the Galils. Still make the 2 players, Stewie and Tarek, vulnerable with those weapons. And this looks like the execution from EUnited. They're going to go for the classic wall of smokes. They don't really have an option to fall back and go to middle with no presence on that side of the map. Looks like they'll be fully committed. Smokes deployed. Usually see one up on the catwalk. There it is. And it will be Dapper to open things up. With flames all around him. Needs to be very careful here, but he's absolutely fine. Takes down 2. Fallen will back him up. But there still is something to be said in this round. 2 versus 2. Moose delivering the goods there with 2 frags.
Yeah, that's big. That's so big. Actually have a chance to win the round now. He has very little health, but he will take position behind quad. He's got a teammate to support it. Now smoked off, so can Moose keep Ace, or can he create opportunities for Ace stuck behind the smoke? Got a small little gap there. CT's taking their sweet time about this one. 1 flashbang remaining. Now the smokes run away, and the peek comes in. That's massive. Ace wins the duel, but it's an open plant. He can just dodge forwards and backwards there. Tarek has no kid as well. Surely it's done. Indeed, it will be secured by Ace, guaranteed by Ace. And that is pretty crippling for MIBR.
Well, gets the double spray down, but it's all about Moose. How he gets that kill in his favor against Fallen, I have no idea. And he should have been dead there as well. Cold Zero usually got to nail those sort of shots, but not meant to be. Ace closes it out, and like he said, Dan, about the kit, it was pretty much guaranteed anyway, regardless if he won that duel. So there we go. It is double digits first for EUnited, and MIBR struggling now with just the Deagles here. No armor apart from Stewie 2K, and 1 smoke purchased by him as well.
If you look at rounds on cash, the first buy round before the economy was changed for a CT side, they lost the pistol, went for a force buy and lost that. They'd always be in a weird situation where they were lights on grenades, but the extra 500 they would essentially get if they went for the force buy as usual. I mean, yes, they'd give up another round if it goes wrong, but they'd have a better buy in the buy rounds than before because they'd have the extra $500. So I'm interested to see if or when a CT team does that, just to see the difference it makes. Because I think that should be a consideration as well. If you think it will make a difference. And maybe that's map dependent.
Oof. Good shots from both sides. Tarek out of luck there though. Down he'll go. 3 on 2. Stewie and Fallen. Both of AKs. Might consider saving these. There's definitely still an argument to be made they can win this round, especially with that sort of damage being inflicted. Actually onto something here. There's no protection. Stewie's got a free kill, and all of a sudden it's Dapper left in a 2 versus 1. He can't see the bomb right now. He's trying to work out where the secondary CT belongs, and there's a good smoke. Dapper aware of the prospect of player towards the upper area. They've got so much utility on the CT side. I feel like he's done for. 2 HP, they have no kit.
Oh, he's got to reload as well, but it's a 10-second defuse. Oh, he's going so wide. I think he lost his way in the smoke. Maybe he believed they weren't holding it, but they were. The retake smoke from Fallen, a good one to learn. Big 1 Deegs. Again, the eco win from MIBR, just like the first half. Well then, a difficult situation. AWP on both sides. Dazzle down to the Deagle. I expect he'll pick up a weapon later on. That's a very fast one from Fallen. Light on the grenades, EUnited, taking a gamble. Thought he had good spawn. Spawn was not good enough.
Well, 1 man to the good. MIBR will be holding up for now. It was Dapper that went down to B storage, and Ace trying to pick up the pieces in the middle area. They have got a bit of utility. 2 smokes though, hardly ideal. Moose will have to use one of those now to get himself out of squeaky door. Pretty standard smoke to block vision with the CTs and maintain a gap, but he'll take an incendiary in return and lose quite considerable amount of damage there. 40 points of health, and Burt has got Dazzle's number all day long. It's now 5 on 3. Ace still stuck in the mid entrance, and I don't think anything can be done here.
Well, Moose has something to say about that. He bulldoze Fallen, the trade comes out, but if Relics can trade back, maybe, just maybe, there's a chance into the bomb site, but it does seem like he's Going to get out of dodge there. Still going for it though, and player to the hard left is a big problem. Stewie will surely end this round. Or the, well, flank will do it too. 10-10. And despite some of the trouble MIBR have had, using both pistols and having to constantly claw their way back, they look fairly comfortable, so now their economy is going and the United are finally out of cash. You'd expect MIBR to take over this game.
I think that's a fair assessment, considering their full eco here. MIBR will take the lead. And I'm sure at this point is where they look very comfortable. This should be a clean sweep for them. Should be able to have all 5 players surviving. That's going to be lots of money in the bag. Double up setups out as well, and have to Fallen and Cold Zera. So there we go. Stewie looking to cause big damage with that grenade. Doesn't find any, surprisingly.
Waiting around. So maybe they're having a bit of a chat. A chin wag.
Waiting up CT grenades. Making them spend everything they can spend. We got Glocks, guys. Let's boost mid.
Waste his grenades. Buy some time. They're just going to try and swarm the AWP here. Hopefully trade out a kill. They might even find him at the worst possible time, but he seems to know. And down he goes. So not all in vain. Have a dink through, but about 5k worth of kit there. Obviously the AWP will be recovered. Wanted to try and get the M4 away and pick up the AK, but not going to happen.
I was wondering if that would happen.
Well, it did.
Stewie will continue with the 50,000 points. So close to giving away 4 million. Let's make sure your FACEIT account is connected to your YouTube account. Maybe you'll win 50k points. Maybe. The buys once again. Big boost as well as people spreading through the smoke. There was a duel, but no one's gone down just yet. Big flashes as well. Third was behind the smoke. He's gone now. Fallen misses a shot. Gets another opportunity. How many more will he be given? Pre-firing. Molotov going in his direction. He's on fire. Trying to hide in the corner. Still alive with 10 HP. And the rescue service is coming through the Z connector position. And Cold Zera. Well, sorry, Stewie has taken the bomb out. So this is looking so good for EUnited. Now it's falling to pieces.
Great shot from Relics though. Catching Cold Zera peeking from connector to go add some additional support there to Fallen, but finally he'll connect a shot. Eventually traded though. 1v1, a minute to play with. Moose with a huge chance here for EUnited.
Yeah, look at all the time he's got. CT all the way in the A bomb site, smoke down, can plant wherever he wants really. Goes for
oh dear,
the most boring of the plants.
Yep.
Molly to default. Does the job eventually. Stewie's got the elevated position advantage. Ding dong! That's round number 12. Ring the bell, don't forget to subscribe.
A convincing 1 versus 1 from Stu. I feel like so much more could have been done with that. You've got all that time, you're taking a gamble that they're going to be towards A, or at least removed from the bomb site, and you don't really give yourself much of a fighting chance. You plant defensively and then have to stay on the bomb site. To be fair, Stewie rotated it very quickly, so maybe it was the right call, but we'll see. It will be 12 to 10. Another buy, but not a great one. You can see they're missing almost all of the utility. Ace and Dazzle with nothing. They've got 3 smokes. That's about it. They'll send all 5 players towards this side of the map, and so far, so good. Tarek taken down for nothing, but Cold Zera might have something to say about it. Doesn't actually reposition efficiently, and it goes to a 4 versus 3.
So going straight in there. Oh, he's looking for that double. Just about denied though. Fallen back in there. Definitely way to do this. That incendiary is going to be pretty huge. Oh, there's the catch onto Dazzle. Now just the last one on the site. Ace is weak and he's got the AWP. Very awkward. Still managed to hit the shot onto Stewie though as he tries to dodge out of position, but Fallen will be there to catch him in time as he goes to the last, gets the dink, but not the finish. Moose ties it all together once again.
Gets the dink, but he can't unplug the sink.
What does that mean?
You know, to drain the resources or something.
Something, yeah. Oh, lovely shots from Ace. And the fact he got That kill then gets dinged his Moose, but still couldn't have been closer there. For anyone who's not aware, maybe a new viewer, the M4 is not necessarily a guaranteed kill if you hit them in the head. AK normally is, and those one-on-one duels that can be the difference maker. So there you have it, 12-11 MIBR. Starting to run low on funds, but EUnited now back in it. 12-11. First map between these two.
First of many to come, and what I mean by many is one more today.
They're playing Mirage next.
That will be fun, but first there's more fun to be had right here. Now Stewie, it's his turn to respond. He doesn't have the Molotov to stop this forklift position, but he's playing around the smoke, and it takes, oh no, Fallen takes out that box. While he's looking towards short, Dazzle will respond. Now the T's could go on top of the forklift. It'd be hard for Fallen to see them with that smoke down. A re-smoke on that corner, and MIBR fall back. 2 players in mid and B. Now, what is the plan here? Because coldzera has been entertained by a smoke, it seems.
They're just going to save.
Money situation is tight.
Yeah.
Lend me a pound.
Just going to hold up. And accept that one's fallen by. And the fact the bomb got planted so quickly, they're only good for a one-on-one trade. You're right. They're still in a safe territory. They are still the favored team. It will take things to 12-12. They keep the majority of their money alive here. They will get $1,900 per player to buy up some more utility, and to still be difficult for Stu. He'll have to be either dropped to UMP or MP5 or something like that, or just take a pistol for himself and keep his teammates' money strong. We'll see which way he's inclined. UMP will be dropped. There we go. So it's not too bad. Was Fallen that drops the UMP, and now we get into round number 25. We're going the full distance here. I knew this game would be well contested by EUnited, but I didn't think they'd be this close. Doing a very good job.
Continuing to surprise you. That's good. Good news. The bomb outside the B bomb site, deploying the usual grenades, perhaps. Or lining them up for the time being. Dapper got here very quickly indeed. Oh! The spray, not quite there. Only 2 bullets landed. Will fall in here to footsteps. He's got no one on highway to help him. Oh my god, what kind of flick is that? How is that a clean shot?
It's very nice. coldzera tries to defend in B storage, not going to work out. It is the last hope here for the T side of the EUnited, but they'll get sprayed through the smoke. Oh, that's going to feel awful. The bomb needs to make its way across to the site. There's only 2 of them though, so perhaps both of them need to be there, present. And they get spammed all over the place here. Oh, so difficult. Bomb now lost. And that'll be that MIBR 13-12. And very good performance from them. EUnited, who was it that was up short?
Don't know.
Had the crazy spray. That
Moose?
Maybe Moose. Oh, that would have been Dapper. It would have been Dapper. He was the first dead there. So yeah, that should have been a kill. And after that opportunity went awry, it seems.
I think that's one of those ones where you start shooting before you move to your aim, and then you've just lost your spray, or you can't catch up with your spray, and it's all over the place. I'm guessing. Do the pop flash for the smoke, or maybe not. Well-timed Molotov will contain these teams, and they'll be target for Fallen. Pop flashes from Tariq. Unless now we've got a support flashbang, or perhaps not. Would really be needed now. I think that has maybe come too late at this point. Or has it? Running out of bullets, Tariq. I think that flash the first time would have been golden. Stewie, is he tempted to go through the smoke? He's exposed. Dazzle's further away. He sees him. He swats him. That might just be the round.
You might be right. 4-on-1, and Fur can't do anything about this. Back and forth we go. It was EUnited that had just been reset, and they've done the exact same thing to MIBR here. And presumably Fur will save his AK, but still, I don't think they can justify a buy into the next round. We'll see. They've got Tariq on $4,000. So there'd be enough to get something together if he saved the AK, but still it'd be so ropey. Justifying the force around an AK, but we'll see what they decide to do. EUnited actually in the conversation, Dan, to take this first map. And this, I can confirm, was MIBR's pick in terms of the veto process. So they wanted to be here.
But they don't now.
Yes.
Exactly. So, we'll see whether there can be a recovery in this round. You've got the saved AK, got a deagle, couple deagles, 3 deagles, 4 smokes, 5 smokes. They have a lot to work with here, do MIBR. The question is where they want to get aggressive, if at all, in fact. United's not looking like they're going too fast here, wanting to be safe against shenanigans that could be in store from the MIBR side. Stewie. Will he be boosted? No, it'd be Fern that gets boosted with the AK. Lovely stuff. And it looks like the bomb's going towards A as well, so this could get quite interesting.
Oh, this could be quite something. Let the pistols run distraction. There's one. He needs more than one, though. He will have no idea where he got killed from. There's another one. Do they know yet? Maybe they do now, but it's 1 versus 1, which he wins easily. Outmaneuvered once again. Looks like he was about to pull something up, but maybe it doesn't matter. Now Moose. He's got 1 kill already. They know where he is. He's got 2 flashes. Nothing really to stop a multi-peek here. Oh, the meaty HE grenade as well. 28 HP, and the boost of the AK was a master stroke. It's one reason why it's good to spray through that smoke as a T, through main, into that boost position. Because you never know when it's going to crush your push on an anti-eco.
It is always fascinating to see how successful that one position can be. Can't do it every round, but throw it in every now and then. Can be very effective. And MIBR win with 4 deagles without armor and a saved AK. Fur playing out of his mind today. As we go 14 to 13, the pendulum swings back and forth. This time in favor of MIBR. They're going to send a player towards A main. Maybe a flashbang push here. They'll get 1 player up, and that's Ace trying to challenge. Hits the shot, but it receives a lot of damage in return. He goes down to 16, but he hits Stewie. He's at 12. Boost towards middle for Moose. Fallen playing a very defensive angle, not overcommitting here.
Such a good position to have, blockers. Makes it so much easier to read what's going on. I'm not sure how United get back in at this point. Looking to go for a delayed mid-take perhaps. But again, the Orpa Fallen does have quite the strong presence in middle. So perhaps it might not be ideal. Oh, actually swapping out for an AK-47, giving it to Stewie as he is very low on HP. Smart decision, making him more effective. United, 40 seconds to go, still yet to make a decision, still yet to take middle. They've retaken a main though.
I've never considered a lineup for somebody standing in T warehouse on the other side of the entrance to mid, like in the corner, as somebody was there earlier, like a Z or something. Anyway, United moving into the B bomb side. Surprise! Cold Zero's here, good for 2 kills. 2 versus 4. A bomb plant would be fantastic. Players need to move towards the site though. Bomb is getting planted. Nice 1 tap from Dapper. 2 of these plays are in the red. This is doable. This is very doable now. Dazzle has position. Now Dapper he knows the vent's unbroken, so we can focus on off angle towards headshot. Just like that. Absolutely perfect. And surely there is no way that MIBR can do this. No one's giving up an AWP angle. Dapper's initial engager. Fallen crab walking. Easy frag. Stu knows what the situation is now. And there is the round. Just like that. They keep fighting back. Both of these teams. Just when you think it's over. Just when you think one team's going to start to move away from the other one. Trade, 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 trade.
Dapper had to make something happen there. If he catches them in transition from the other bomb side especially, they're not going to have the utility. They're going to be disjointed. And the low HP of these remaining 2 players made them very tentative on their approach. And like we said, this game keeps going back and forth. This time it's advantage towards EUnited. They're looking for match point first. The Orpa Cold Zero, though, does deliver a shot, but right in the leg, it will be a 5 versus 4. And they can't recover that sniper just yet.
Position there from Tarek, hiding in the smoke. But it gets worse for MIBR. Surely. Wow, it feels like United are going to win this game now. This is crazy talk.
Never doubt MIBR, Dan.
Yeah.
They can always pull it back.
And it's a smart move from EUnited. They decided to just get all the numbers together and just attack A now. Stewie there. Needs to get 4 kills, basically. Doesn't get anything. So, clean sweep from EUnited, just darting all over the map together. They're going to go to 15.
Just remember
Fancy
who was
that.
the EUnited fan first, yeah?
Who was it?
Me.
Oh.
Moron.
I think we're both fans since that last season. They almost made it last season. In fact, they probably would have done if not playing from overseas at one point.
Absolutely, they would have. Absolutely. I want EUnited to take his next major. This is a proper team. It's so nice to watch a proper team play proper Counter-Strike.
Yeah, yeah.
So, not to say anything about MIBR, but I mean, just this team in particular. It's just great to watch them grow.
I would love to see EUnited play the likes of Fnatic, NIP, you know, the French teams. You know, I'd love to see them play. Because EUnited, they are the new school.
Let's not get too excited, though. Remember, everything changes with these sort of teams when they get on land.
It's true.
It's not the same team. That's one thing I will say. Just being a realist,
Yeah, that's fine.
They'll be even better, Henry.
I'm not sure that's true.
They've got more levels to rise.
They'll definitely have the fundamentals, everything good to go. When you're down to this sort of pressure on LAN in a big game, MIBR will beat them every time. But yes, the CS they're showing us online looks very, very regimented and good. The individuals are performing. Let's provide a little context, just in case.
You're not giving enough respect to
I am giving respect. I think that's plenty of respect.
Relics' superhero shit.
Okay.
MIBR are going on a fact-finding mission, and they have found no facts. And in no facts, they have found facts. Maybe they'll send people towards the B-bomb site. However, United, they have plenty of time. They're starting slow. Some pre-fire around the mid position. Dazzle, easy investigation man. Bomb near useless. Now, United can't play too carefully because this clock is winding down. 30 seconds. They're in position for a B split, in fairness. It'll be good to clear out the the back box in checkers. But beyond that, they've got 2 Molotovs that can be deployed to the site. There is the one for checkers. That is key. They don't need to worry about that anymore. And now it's a sheer numbers game. Big flashbangs as well. But Fallen with a 2K. And now we've got a scout as well. 2 players have been lost. And really, this can still go the way of MIBR. It'll be hard now with Stewie. He's got a smoke, though, so you never know. Speaking of smoke, no, there we are. EUnited 16-14 over MIBR. So many rounds won by surprise, I think it's fair to say, for both teams. Really didn't know which way it was going, but my boys EUnited, Henry, where you at?
It's a great game from them, don't get me wrong. Amazing points on the board for them. Great Counter-Strike displayed throughout. Some rounds which were really impactful towards the end. They won a couple of them with just a rifle and pistols, for example, but MIBR had those as well. One thing I will say is obviously we had both pistols, one of which started with a 5-0 lead. But obviously you still have to earn those. It's not easy rounds to get against teams like MIBR. They should be very happy with that one. They've come incredibly close a lot of times in ECS so far to winning maps and haven't really been able to close them out. And to do it against MIBR, who I consider one of the most tenacious teams we have in the entirety of CSGO, to close it out against them when they have CZs and Scout and stuff, that's extremely difficult to do. And they lost the first couple of kills, I believe, as well then in that round. So that was great, and you can see some great Counter-Strike moments in general there. There was plenty of high-octane Counter-Strike coming through. This one especially. Remember, MIBR had their fair share of eco wins as well. So I think that's a very well-earned battle for EUnited. They made some great plays. They weren't scared of MIBR. They showed a lack of respect and assertiveness, which I respect. And we still have another map to go. That could be even better. And I have to say, EUnited, I didn't have them at all winning that one. Here are the scores on the doors. Fur with 28 kills does not deserve to be on the losing team. Fallen, great performance from him. Tarek at the bottom of 12 and 23. Quite a quiet performance from him, all things considered. Dapper, a quiet 25 kills. Ace, we're really focusing on. Skylo, nearly 13 kills. We're actually focusing on a lot of his moments as well. Moose, great play towards the end. And Dazzle is getting it done of 18 kills. So there we go. Remember, that was MIBR's pick as well, technically. So that's great from EUnited.
EUnited are the most likely team to surprise you and surpass your expectations 2018.
Okay, that's a good call.
At least in ECS.
Yeah,
I think that's a reasonable way to put it.
Yeah.
Right?
They're a very exciting unit for a team you wouldn't expect much from.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially like in a scrappy game like that, looking at the statistics, when like pretty much all their damages and stuff are pretty much in the same place. Like you can see how much of a team effort it really is for them, so that's really cool. But I personally don't think that, I think that's maybe the best map, like the one map that they could have done something like that on. I don't think that they can repeat that on Mirage.
Both pistols, right? And a lot of things have to go in their favor. It's not like they're a better team than MIBR. It's a best of one. Things can happen. But still, you have to earn them. And that was fantastic. We're going to take a break before Mirage comes out. That's MIBR giving points away to EUnited. I'm sure you're going to have to come back for the second map because I want to know what's going to happen.
Those points were taken, mate.
They were taken. Maybe they'll take some more. They're looking for 6. And we'll be back after this break to see if they can do it.